Have you ever noticed how you only wear about 20% of your clothes 80% of the time? Or how 80% of your fun comes from 20% of your friends? Or how anytime you go to a party, 20% of the people drink 80% of the beer? Or even how 80% of the money in the world is owned by 20% of the people? Okay, I'm sure you're noticing a pattern here. This is called the 80-20 or Pareto principle. And the principle says that about 80% of your results will come from 20% of the causes. If you look around, pretty much everything follows this principle. Of course, the numbers can and will vary, but the principle will be the same. So, how do we relate this to productivity? Let's look at 3 different examples on how we can use this principle. First, let's take a look at business. Let's say that you have a business that you want to grow, and you spend about 80% of your time designing the perfect business card and the perfect website, and decorating your office so it can look really freaking cool. And only 20% of your time you spend actually creating and selling your products. So you spend 80% of your time on things that don't bring any results, like spending 5 hours decorating your office. Only 20% of your time is what is bringing 80% or more of your business's income. And trust me, I see this everywhere, especially with new businesses. They spend most of their time on tasks that have no real productivity. They just make themselves look busy without really accomplishing anything. So if you have a business, try to find those little tasks that bring most of your results, and focus your time on those. I've even used this principle in my social life. About a year ago, in my second year of college, I had tons of friends, and I tried to dedicate the same amount of time to all of them, and it kept me really busy. Until I realized I was kind of an idiot, because only 3 or 4 of those people actually brought me value and joy and great experiences into my life. So I decided to dedicate my time to those people instead of just everybody, and that freed up so much time for me. I was able to use that time to work on my business and read and develop myself. And my days were much more productive. Now let's take a look at our lives, because most of our lives follow the same principle too. We spend about 80% of our time doing things that aren't really productive, like hanging out with people that we don't even like and that bring no value to us, or like binge watching a whole season on Netflix in a day, or I don't know, Facebook. And there's nothing wrong with it. We just spend a little more time there than we like to admit. But only 20% or even less of our time is actually spent on things that bring results, like learning new ideas and becoming better, reading, or taking action on some of the things that we like to achieve. But of course, now we know the 80-20 principle. So we're gonna go out there and we're gonna be productive as hell. And these are just 3 examples of the 80-20 or Pareto principle. Oh, and look at that. I just explained 80% or more of the book in 20% or less of the time.